Alrighty guys, let me break down crafting to the best of my knowledge. Make it as cheap as possible, especially when you're buying and spending money. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our armor for crafting on. We're going to need steel forging efficiency. So any armor that you can get with that at the moment will help a lot. For me, it's going to be harvest and tide armor. And once you have that equipped, sometimes the presets are a little buggy. It happens to me, whatever. And just go ahead and make sure you have all your armor equipped. Then you're going to want to start your crafting, and let's get right into it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go into your blacksmith and see what you already have. These level 1s are already basic. You got to make the level 1s. Do not make the new level 1s, just the basic ones. Then we're going to go to level 5 season 0, level 10 season 0. And what I mean by that is like season 0 are going to be the cheapest way to get your gear to the level that you want to get it, while saving advanced materials at the same time. That way you can maybe get a blue piece of armor or a purple piece of armor, or just as high as you can, especially when, like I said, when you're spending money, you want to get as high as possible. So you're going to use the season 0 pieces of gear while saving the advanced materials, and your basic materials will replenish over time, most likely through events. So once you craft your piece of armor, you're going to want to go blue or purple. Obviously I'm doing gray because it's just an example. But once you go and then you go into this filter, you use season 0 on the filter. That way only the season 0 armor will pop up. You go to level 5 and then you use the piece of armor you just made to craft your new piece of season 0 armor. And you're going to do that until level 5, level 10, level 15, level 20, most likely until level 25 or whatever level you're at, to then craft the piece of armor you want. And once you craft that armor piece, you'll have more materials to get blue or purple armor out of that. So you could get some fishmonger gear, or you could get a tide piece or a staglord armor piece, and it could come out blue or purple because you saved all those materials using this season 0 basic materials to get to the level you want. Now you're going to want the steel forging efficiency because you're going to do a lot of this and you're going to be using a lot of steel. And steel is not cheap. It comes throughout the game, but like I said, it's not cheap. Once you're crafting a lot and using up the armory, like I'll be showing you later, you're going to be wanting as much steel as possible. And you may have noticed that I am upgrading these pieces of armors with green materials while the piece of armor is gray, giving me a split chance, not really even chance, but a split chance to make it a green piece and upgrade that. This is a good way to gamble without going too crazy. I know some people do go crazy out there, but this is the way that I've done it. I do not go crazy on the gambling. Most of the time I usually spend what they're asking to get my level 25, my level 30 piece of armor. But when you do gambling, you have to realize that sometimes you're going to lose a lot. But this is what I'm showing you is the safe way to gamble. And every time you upgrade, you're just like, all right, I got a green piece of armor, let me make it a blue piece of armor and use the blue materials now, and just keep doing that until you get whatever level. And then you could upgrade them together because they are going to be templates. And when you have a failed template, you'll just upgrade it. So here is an example of me upgrading my season 0 templates, and then possibly using that to upgrade my chain breaker tiara or whatever the hell it's called. So when you check that out, now I have some blues. Let's check that out. Now I can make this purple if I wanted to. That's just an example, guys. Alrighty, now we're gonna go take a look at the armory. The armory is a whole nother story entirely. This is why we're gonna be wanting to save as many materials as possible. So the method I know of is you're gonna want 2 legendary pieces of armor, level 5 if you can't afford to go too high. Level 5, 2 legendary pieces of armor, then the 4 blue pieces of armor that you could possibly get as high as you can. As you can see, I have some that are level 25. I have some that are lower than that because some of these are advanced materials you need, and some I just don't have. So that's that. And this is like, I'm very proud of what I have, but players out there have a far more in-depth one than me, and so we should all do better here in this area in the armory as a collective. And here we are in the end result, using everything we've used, our season 0 materials, to go up to a level 20, no, 25. We're going to use that, and we're going to do a little bit of gambling here too. So what we're gonna do don't worry, I'm kind of slow in my head with the on game in the moment. I'm kind of thinking to myself, but at the moment, as I reflected this was a very good gamble. So we're gonna use green at the advanced materials, then we're gonna use all blue in the basic materials, knowing that I have a blue season 0 template, and I'm gonna have the majority. As you can see, the green is gonna be like 20 to 30-ish%, and then this blue is gonna be 60-ish to 70. I'm just gonna show you more of the further stats you can see you're gonna get as you go from gray, green, blue, purple, orange, and legendary. So I'm going blue. Let's go ahead and gamble that right now. Check it out. Zoom out. There it is, blue. We could have got green. It could have gone really bad, but we got blue. That's something to be proud of. At the same time, if we got green, that's not the worst thing that could happen, because like I said, you could eventually upgrade it in the future once you have a better piece of armor. And that's everything for today, guys. Hopefully this helps you